For me, this goes back to what Steve Jobs said at the Stanford commencement that has had billions of views and went completely viral. One of the best things in life is that it's part of life. If we don't die, we will never give an opportunity to our kids and next generations to make money and do things. So it's part of life that things have to be born, grow, develop, have an impact, and then die. Same thing happens with economies. Same thing happens with markets. The problem is that today is moving much, much faster. And the systems and processes that we run that, they're not adapted to the speed of technology of today. But it's completely normal that things have to die before you start again or you get reborn. Let me talk about a recession or a crisis in the market. And let me do an analogy that I think is very important. If you see a forest, the forest gets burned often, right? You have these really big trees that they get a lot of water and all the sun and the nutrients, and then you get a lot of weeds. And all the weeds, they're really not adding any value, and they're taking a lot of nutrients and water from the big trees. You need to have a fire often to remove all the weeds to keep the trees. And sometimes some of the big trees get burned. But when you get a fire, a lot of the big trees stay. They stay hurt for some years, but then they recover. And they are even stronger after, because now they have way more water and nutrients in the soil. That's exactly what happens in the economy. You have some companies that are really strong and really adding a lot of value, and you get a lot of weeds. The amount, we call them now the zombie companies. The amount of zombie companies in the world, it's crazy that they just live because they raise money. And a good mentor of mine, an investor of mine, said, Daniel, it's easier to convince one investor to give you $1 million than to convince 1 million clients to buy from you or 10,000 clients to buy from you. So the entrepreneurs that do the right thing and figure out how to create value in the market, even after a recession, they're still going to be there.